So let us welcome Mr. Kaushik Mondal, who is the HRBP of delivery.com. So it is really a great pleasure of us to have Mr. Mondal with us. So he is a very experienced HR professional, presently working with HRBP as HRBP with delivery.com. So as discussed that our topic of discussion today is the e-commerce industry, specifically in the COVID-19 era, and what can be the future of the e-commerce industry in the post-COVID-19 era. So in this discussion, we have some set of questions that we are going to discuss with Mr. Mondal. Along with that, the students, if you are having also few questions, you can also raise the questions during our question answer session. So welcome, Mr. Mondal.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Professor Gupta.
Yeah.
Good evening, students.
Mm-hmm.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Actually, sir, Mr. Mondal, the first we would like to know. I mean, I little bit know about delivery.com, but probably the students are not very much aware about the company. Maybe so, it would be great if you can just explain about something about this delivery.com, what they do actually.
Certainly. See, delivery.com, it was started basically in the year of 2006. It was a logistics startup, but it has after that it has gone absolutely rapidly. Rapidly means rapidly, and it was a startup, and it got funds from different countries. But nowadays it is being awarded as a unicorn. Unicorn means whose valuation crosses 10 million.
Right.
So it has been expanded so long, and it is opening up various verticals. And nowadays, you can say, if you can rank it, one of the top 5 logistics companies in India. And we are present in all sort of sectors. Like if you consider logistics as a broad sector, then under now the sub verticals may be one is e-commerce, one is full truck load specific. We have freight business. We have truckload business, courier. Logistics means everything we have.
Okay, so you are catering to all the kind of verticals, right?
Yeah, no. HRs are also divided into different verticals. I fall into LM vertical. LM means last mile. Okay. Mainly the HRs are divided into two verticals. The main mother department, sub-department is known as supply chain operations. Okay. In supply chain operations, HRs are divided into 2 verticals. One is LM and another is non-LM.
Okay.
Non-last mile, which you consider as the first mile, and last mile. So the HRs are divided accordingly.
Okay, fine. So the headquarter of this your company is in Delhi or
Gurgaon.
Gurgaon. Okay. And in most of the major cities, you are having your presence, right?
Not only major cities, we are covering 30,000 pin codes across pan India.
30,000. That's wonderful, actually.
Our next target is beating Indian Post.
Okay. Great. Wonderful.
They serve roughly around 39,000 pin codes, roughly. So our target is to reach absolutely every corner of India. We have started operations in Andaman also.
Okay, that's wonderful. So along with the internet connectivity, you have also started your operations.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right. That is wonderful. So as you know that today, most of the discussions in all of the panel discussions actually is mainly around COVID-19. So the people are saying that the COVID-19 has a great impact on most of the industries negatively, but there are few industries which may not that got affected negatively, rather having some positive effect also, and that is one of the such industries, e-commerce industry.
Right. So, you are. We are fortunate enough.
Right. So what's your take on that? How it is positively impacting, or that's the thing.
Because where people, as we are badly affected through COVID-19, people's thought process changed, different prospects changed. People have come out of comfort zone, and so a man's purchase mode got changed. For example, a person has to go purchase medicine. Medicine is a very urgent item, and he can't go out of the office. He can't go out of your house. Right. Maybe some the nearest pharmacy maybe 500 meters or 1 kilometer away. So he's afraid to come out of the house. So he can order that pharmacy through online.
True.
And I'm just sharing one example.
Mhm.
So like that, many things. So a man's purchase mode what changed,
Right.
and plus also during this COVID period, we have catered emergency service
Right.
along with even we are termed as along with doctors, nurses, and we our delivery boys are also termed as COVID warriors because they have supplied the essential items to every locality, every house.
Mhm.
Even we have got government orders,
Okay.
particularly from Delhi government. Mr. Arvind Kejriwal has praised us.
Okay.
The Delhi
That's
government
wonderful.
has given a bulk order for us to deliver medicines,
Okay. To the hospitals or households?
both
Both. Great.
in the entire NCR region.
Okay. That's wonderful.
Hmm.
Okay. So, with this boom in the e-commerce industry, during this COVID-19 period, probably, that will increase the, competition also, because the different other companies are also getting into this vertical. I don't know about your industry, but in other, like the, say, for example, food delivery business, different companies are entering, like the
Hmm.
Amazon is entering, this GeoMart is entering. I mean, the competition is also getting increased. So, I mean, the what
True,
I think
true,
actually.
true, 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 true. Competition increasing, but at the same time, there will be consolidation also.
Right.
For example, Reliance has purchased Future Group. That's the latest news.
Right. Yes.
So now there we will see there will be consolidations.
Hmm.
Big players will be there, and small players will be merged along with a big player.
Right.
I'm just giving my example only. I was with Aramex.
Okay.
Okay,
Hmm.
Aramex is also a logistics company, but they're mainly based in Middle East.
Okay.
And I used to take care of their Indian operations in East.
Hmm.
Now, Aramex domestic division was purchased by Delivery.com,
Okay.
and I, through corporation, got transferred to Delivery.com.
Okay.
I was not the direct recruitment. I was a
Hmm.
transfer case. So,
Okay.
for example, if you see now the Future Group employees will be transferred to Reliance Retail.
Right.
So this way
Right.
it will happen.
Right.
There will be consolidations, mergers, acquisitions, strategic movements, and this industry will be big boom.
Right. Because I was going through an article and an interview that they are
Hmm.
telling that for the last, in US, the e-commerce took around 8 years to penetrate the whole market. I mean, all the market of US market.
এটা কি করছি
But
রে?
in India, that has took
ওই
actually last
জানেন
for
তো।
the 4 months of the this lockdown. During the lockdown, this last 4 months, they have
Hmm.
penetrated the market
Hmm.
area that has
Hmm.
been penetrated in US in 8 years.
Hmm.
So there's a huge penetration throughout the last 4 months actually.
Hmm.
So that's a huge boom. That's true. But
Hmm.
with this boom, actually, that what I can understand, that is this e-commerce industry is very much people centric industry, or rather we can say people intensive industry, because
Yes,
without human being, without human resources, it is very difficult to run. Though the e-commerce
absolutely.
is basically apps and etc., but to the apps we can book. That's okay, but in order to deliver we need human being, because we don't have
True.
the this
True.
drone based delivery, or the other technology based delivery as of now. So
Hmm.
for
Hmm.
that, probably, don't you think that is also a huge challenges for the HR to have to supply the manpower as per requirement all the time?
Very true. This is a very pertinent topic which brought out Professor Gupta. Yes, we face many times a big challenges. Sometimes we have to give them ad hoc manpower also,
Hmm.
because at some point of time they used to give huge loads. So that load that scheduled manpower cannot tackle that load. So even during odd hours also they call us and say ki boss, you supply us ad hoc manpower to
Okay.
tackle the situation. So then we need to arrange ad hoc manpower as well, apart from
Right.
the regular manpower. And now this you see the third season is coming, festive season.
Right.
So additional hiring has already started for us.
Right. So what are the sources generally you are utilizing for hiring, specifically for the frontline people?
Mainly, we have a very strong vendor network.
Hmm.
Means staffing vendors.
Okay.
Apart from that, we have walk-ins. We have employee referral schemes, NSDC partners.
Mm-hmm.
So these are mainly this. Plus, we have some internal database as well. Means those who worked for ad hoc basis or fixed term contract basis. Their CVs were there in respective warehouses or dispatch centers. So during recommends that team leaders give them a call that would you like to work with us for this, and this.
Okay. So who are
Also
the?
to
Mhm.
add on is that there's a new concept also coming up, that is gig worker. I think you're aware of the gig
Yeah, right.
worker.
Gig worker. Yeah.
So we are already into that. We generally take temp hiring for let's say 3 months, 4 months, whatever, and
Mhm.
everything is mentioned in that later, that you are being hired for from this day to this day.
Right.
For example, that they enter third season. Let's say a person got hired from 1st August and his contract ends on 30th November.
Okay.
So this is also sort of gig worker.
Gig working. Right. Right.
Project work,
Mhm.
project ends, your employment also ends.
Right.
Now you can
Project
search
based
for.
work. Yeah. Project
Yeah,
based work.
absolutely. This is the main funda of gig worker.
Right. 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 So it is, yes, that is actually coming up. But there is a
Hmm.
new trend. There is a gig
Hmm.
worker, and even for the not only for the blue collar, even for the white collar employees
Yeah,
also,
yeah, right,
there are
right,
a lot
right.
of opportunities for the gig working. I mean, this kind of work environment or the
Axis
work
Bank
policies.
already declared they will intake 10,000 gig workers next.
Right, right, true. And
Hmm.
already, they have started getting a lot of applications. I have read one article that within the first one day they have received 3,000 applications for those
Hmm.
kind of,
Hmm.
and they are
Hmm.
having, flexible work schedules,
Yeah,
work
yeah, right.
environment, right? So,
Absolutely, absolutely.
right. So this 10 to 5 job mentality would probably
It's
be vanished
gone.
within the,
It's
yeah,
gone. It's
that is gone
obsolete.
actually. Yeah,
It's obsolete.
right,
Nowadays, it is obsolete. Now you
right,
need to be prepared 24/7.
right, true, right.
It's nowadays no days matters, no Sunday matters, no weekday, no timing matters. What it matters is output.
Output, right. Right. So if you can finish the job within 3 days, that's okay. I mean, rest of the
Doesn't
4 days
matter.
you can take
Doesn't
off. Does
matter.
not matter
Whatever.
actually. Yeah. Right.
Those are there were some HR policies that if you come 10 minutes late, three lates, one casual leave gone. So gone
Right.
are those HR policies.
Right.
Nowadays, you can imagine in delivery.com, we don't have any dress codes.
Okay.
We don't have any timings.
Okay.
Hmm. But we prepared for conference call and everything at any point of
Any
time.
time. Yeah.
Any point of time.
Right. Right.
It can start at 11 p.m. in the night also,
Mm-hmm.
and can
Yeah.
go up to 2:30, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. And then you go to sleep and wake up at 11 a.m. Doesn't matter.
Right.
Completely flexible. There will be no leave deductions, nothing.
Right. Great. So
What is
as you
the
are talking about these HR policies, my actually next question I have prepared for you.
hmm.
That is, any specific HR policies you want to discuss, which are very, important, or you can say very unique for the e-commerce industry in general, or your company maybe in specific. So these are the HR policies. These are being followed in the e-commerce industry. That you have told some two, three
Uh,
policies. Yeah.
uh, this work from home policy only.
Mm-hmm.
This policy we already had. Nowadays, other companies are taking up. It is becoming official. Now it is becoming more circulated, more highlighted. But we already have that. I gave you
Okay.
this
Great.
example also. We don't
Mm-hmm.
have any dress codes.
Right.
Maximum purple. Even the managers, senior managers, they come in round neck t-shirts, jeans, and sneakers. You can't even identify them that they are the senior managers.
Got it.
They have beards, fashionable beards,
Mm-hmm.
and fashionable glasses they wear. They can. They're walking on a sofa. Just imagine.
Got
They
it.
don't even sit on a proper table chair.
Okay.
It's entirely the productivity matters.
Right. So do you think this kind of informal work culture can actually increase productivity?
It varies from different schools of thought. If a person thinks that no, I need to wear a formal wear, formal thing, and then only this thing. It actually it's a mindset, Professor Gupta.
Right.
So gradually, that young techies, young generation, millennials, they are liking this attitudes, the policies.
Right. Right, right. Because I was just, hearing one of the meeting that who used to, a person, very senior manager actually, who used to
Mm.
handle a very senior position in India in a
Mm.
particular multinational organization, then got transferred to some of the small European countries to
Mm.
handle a startup project. So
Mm.
he told me that I got confused to see in the office that someone in probably so peculiar dress with a white t-shirt and the blue shorts kind of thing, and he is running in the treadmill
Mm.
and actually working with his kind of mobile or the laptop that is being fixed on the treadmill. So he was
Mm.
running in the treadmill and actually working, and that is office. So
Yeah.
he was telling that I got confused that what is this going on, because in my company in India in a multinational organization, we have a lot of protocols, and now
Mm.
these people are doing this.
Mm.
So
Mm.
right.
Mm.
So I mean, then they told that yes, I have also, I have to adapt. It is not that they have to adapt our culture, rather
Yeah.
I have to adapt their culture.
Very true. Very true.
Right.
And this is what this is the what you need to accustom.
Right. Yeah. So as you know that this is a batch of the MBA students who are the MBA first semester students specifically. So
Mm.
if they, as you have already told that the e-commerce is booming and a lot of other companies are coming, and this boom is expected to continue for next couple of years.
Mm.
So definitely there will be a lot of job opportunities that will be created,
Very
or
true.
of course they are having. So if
Mm.
these MBA students are planning to join the e-commerce industry, as you are an
Mm.
HR professional, so
Mm.
how you are going to suggest them that these are the ways you should prepare yourself for the next 2 years so that you would be ready to join the e-commerce industry?
It's first I will tell them to have the proper mindset whether they want to come to operations, because operations plays a very big significant role in logistics industry, or they can go to sales and marketing because you need to tap the customers, or if they want to go to data science and data analytics.
Mhm.
So these are the three main forces, because they are very educated persons. But our major force is basically blue collar workers who
Right,
go to the field workers, basically who works in warehouses. But we need a team of managers and team leads who need to run them, who
right,
need to drive them and get the desired result.
right.
So this is where they need to this thing. And do you have any SCM specialization, Professor Gupta, in your college?
SCM we don't have. We are having operations actually.
Okay,
So in
okay, okay,
operations there are SCM papers.
okay. So please modify them, upgrade them accordingly.
Mhm.
Nowadays, many institutes are opening up specialist SCM operations,
Right. So what we
supply
have
chain management.
yeah, right. What we have a plan that we will be introducing some short-term certification program on
Hmm,
supply chain management. Those who will be
hmm,
taking this MBA in operations,
hmm,
so
hmm,
that
hmm,
that can add value to them to be ready for this e-commerce or the supply chain management industry actually.
hmm.
Right. So what I've understood from you that probably three different kind of verticals are there for the MBA graduates.
Hmm.
Like number one is the operations, number two is the sales and marketing, and number three is the data analytics.
Data analytics, data science.
Data analytics and data science.
Because they need to work on a huge data,
Right.
and you need to analyze customers specifications, customer choice, which delivery timings, whatever the shipments, customers orders, then rejections, time taken to deliver them. There's a humongous data. It's an ocean of data.
Right.
So anyone who wants to specialize in data analytics, they can go there.
Because we are having an specialization that is business analytics.
Yeah.
So in business analytics, those kind of softwares and etc. like this
Hmm.
Minitab, SPSS, and other softwares that are being utilized during
Hmm.
this
Hmm.
data
Hmm.
analytics. So that will be I mean that they are going to be trained on those verticals. So
Hmm.
probably that would be useful for them, I guess.
Hmm. Very true. Hmm.
Right. So the I mean, one of the question, I mean, during any kind of interviews, these students are used to get face that is, tell me something about yourself.
Hmm.
So as you are an seasoned HR professionals, if you
Hmm.
can suggest that what being an HR you are expecting as an answer or what are the points that should be covered during answering this question? Tell me something about yourself, so that their chances of getting selected would be higher.
First of all, they should be clear about the company where they're going for interview. They should be well aware about company's movements, any press releases, or any new products they have launched, whatever. So they need to go through the media gallery of the company website. And for example, if they want to come to delivery.com, they need to go through delivery.com website, Google what are the latest updates, latest developments. They need to be aware.
Right.
Second, the position they're going to apply, how they can contribute quantitatively to the top line.
Right.
Nowadays, the interview pattern has got changed. No subjective comments, no GANs, nothing. It's straight how I can contribute to company's top line.
True. Right.
And the last but not the least, your attitude. You need to roll up your socks, you need to roll up your sleeves, and need to do any damn type of jobs. If you're giving interview to the HR department, be prepared even to fix the files, clear the dust, sit on the floor, call out the candidates, do the joining formalities. If you say that, oh no, I'm an MBA, why should I do this type of jobs? This is job of peon's job, clerk's job. Then I'm sorry, you will not be selected, because the HR people are masters. They can straight away they catch your attitude. Be open to ideas. Even nowadays this concept also coming, that cross function. Cross-functional working also coming up, because and general assessment takes place generally, and due to your competences will also be judged. And if you found that no, this guy can be a better performer in finance team or a better performer in the data analyst team, put him on an experimental role. Let him give him a chance. So there are cross functions nowadays.
Right. So that means competency based, jobs. So if you are competent enough in a particular job, it does not matter that what is your qualification. If you are competent in this particular job, we'll put you in that job. So
Right.
This kind of flexibility that they can have actually.
And I need to prove that yes, I can contribute to this job, to this designation quantitatively.
Right. True.
I convince them, sir, if I join in this post through my these skills and competencies, I am contributing to the profit of the company or sales of the company. Top line, bottom line. That's it.
Right. Good. Right.
Why salespeople are being more recognized in the company? Because why? Their jobs can be easily quantified. They are bringing revenues to the company. So we need to think in that way. Nowadays, you see, what is my designation? HRBP.
Right.
No HR managers. It's
Right.
human resource business partner. You need to contribute to the business.
Right.
It's as simple as that.
True. So earlier we used to think that HR executive means they will be sitting and calling the people and interviewing. That's it. Or the
Gone on those days. Very soon it will be obsolete.
Right.
Now that HRs you need to be multi-skilled.
Right.
These jobs will be there. At the same time, you need to contribute to the business. You need to sit with operations. See, operations might say, I want 20 manpower by 7 days. You need to check them. You need to cross them. Why you need 20 manpower?
Right.
You need to check their productivity measurements. Right. You need to check the cost.
True.
In our industry, there's a very measurable term is there, which is known as CPS, cost per shipment.
Cost per shipment, okay.
For example, Professor Gupta is purchasing one shipment from the platform of Amazon. Now, what is the cost of Amazon to deliver that product to Professor Gupta's house? That cost consists of the transport cost. That cost consists of the rentals of the dispatch center. That cost consists of regular maintenance of that center. That cost consists of the delivery boy's salary, mobile, incentive, and everything, and it average and what is the final cost per shipment.
Okay.
We have a standard for every DC, every dispatch center, and the TL team lead responsibility is to maintain that standard.
Got it.
I gave you one matrix.
Got it. Okay. So that if the cost per shipment is getting increased, that means the profitability is getting decreased.
Right.
Right.
TL will be questioned why your CPS is increasing.
Mhm.
And here he needs to sit with HR and decide.
Right.
For example, if ATL is ordering every day 5 ad hoc persons, then HR needs to question them, boss, why are you taking 5 ad hocs? Instead, you can take 2 full-time manpower.
Right.
So here comes HR's work. He need to do the cost analysis.
Mhm.
5 ad hoc per day vis-a-vis 2 full-time manpower per day.
Right.
So that analytical attitude has to be there for everyone.
Right.
You should be computer savvy. You should know all the functions.
Right. So in our MBA days, we used to have a questions like whether HR is a line function or a staff function. So you used to tell them HR is a staff function and gradually moving towards line function. So now it is the time that HR actually is working as a line function directly. I mean, they are
Yes,
not a back end function. They are in the front.
absolutely. Front end, absolutely front end.
Right, right. Good. So all the students who are attending this session, so probably you need to understand that this is the thing that we need to create our mindset like that we are the line functions now. Those who will be getting into the HR domain or whoever, whatever may be the function, everything is a line function now. So you have to contribute to the business. You cannot say I am from the finance or I am from the HR or I am from the analytics. So we don't have any responsibility towards the business. So that is not going to happen. So all the people has to contribute somehow to the business. It may be directly, may be indirectly. Those who are in the sales and marketing, as sir have told that they are performance is quantifiable immediately, instantly. How much sales you have done. But probably in other roles that is not directly quantifiable, but you need to contribute indirectly so that your performance is also can be quantifiable. Like sir have told, that is the CPS, that is the cost per shipment. If in your case your cost per shipment is increasing, that means your performance is reducing. That means you are not able to maintain the profitability of the company, or company's profitability is getting decreased because of your performance. So these are the things you need to take care. So now you can ask any questions if you have related to interview process, related to the supply chain management, related to e-commerce, anything you have. Right. So sir is a seasoned and experienced HR professional, so you can ask any questions related to HR or e-commerce industry. Anything is open to you.
Good evening, sir. This is Pallavi Shaw.
Hi Pallavi.
Yes, sir. Actually, during the conversation, you were talking about people with blue collar and white collar, so I don't exactly know what that means.
Blue collar is the people who are actually the labor classes and all this stuff. Okay, means
Okay.
who are actually not that literate staffs, who work in factories, who work in floor level. So these things. And white collar means office workers, a little bit of educated workmen. So those are known as white collar workers.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Blue collar basically labor
Right.
classes and
Right, sir.
Just to add Mr. Mondal's answer, in general, you can just remember those who are utilizing their brain intelligence to earn money, they are white collar. Those who are utilizing their physical effort, like the laborers are told, so they are blue collar. So you can differentiate in that way, right?
Okay, sir.
Anything else, any other questions you have related to, as I'm telling, sir is an HR, so if you have any question related to interview process and etc., you can ask.
Yes, sir. Actually, I once interviewed in TCS, so I got
hmm.
really nervous before the interview, and I messed it up really bad.
See,
So can you?
general tips to all of you, whenever you're attending interview, please remember in mind, you have nothing to lose, everything to gain.
Okay.
Please remember this word, that's it. See, the interviewers, they're not animals. They're not wild animals like tigers or lions that they will eat you or bite you or you'll get wounded.
Right, sir.
Just take it as an event, normal event. You're going to watch a movie, you're going to attend in college, you're going to take it as a normal day-to-day life event. Take it as an absolutely natural thing, normal thing. Go with a cool head. And that's what interviewers want to see, that you don't bog down under pressure. You remain calm, silent, and complete your job, come what may, come what situation arises.
Okay, sir.
Right. Any other question anybody having? Shoinik, Momita, Lucky, Farooq, anyone?
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes,
Please
Shoinik.
go ahead.
Sir, my name is Soinik. And yes, so I was wondering, you're telling us that because of the COVID-19 case, e-commerce has gained tremendous market. Okay. So I was wondering, when demonetization happened, that time online banking like Paytm and Google Pay, that boomed.
True,
Okay.
very right, very
But
true.
afterwards people migrated to cash to online payment. Then when demonetization been closed, and slowly and steadily people were using cash again. Don't you think this will happen again when people are over relying on online services? Afterwards, when things normalizes, people will go back to cash and go back to interaction point of sale.
See, so I need to add to answer your question, demonetization, people who have developed paying through digital, they are still continuing digital. Example, myself. I am more comfortable in digital payments than handling physical cash. If you go through various reports, look that use of physical cash is decreased significantly. You do you have in your mobile Google Pay or Phone Pay?
I used to have, but I used to have Paytm.
So you are still maintaining Paytm?
No.
Why?
Afterwards, I have not many accounts. Afterwards, I stopped using it. But
Actually,
there are many
maybe
of my friends who used to use Paytm and Google Payment earlier. Now they do not use that much. They have it.
maybe it's a people's thought maybe, but generally it is increased. And to
Even
come to
in the
your
macro level.
e-commerce, yeah, to come to your e-commerce and logistics segment, it will increase manifold. It COVID-19 has just give them a push. That's it. It is already on a bullish stage. So people's purchase mode got changed. See, there will be a set of people who will go to Delhi market. They will purchase various items from the local market shop. At the same time, Big Basket will be there, Grofers will be there. If there is no market possibility or anything, Mukesh Ambani wouldn't have invested so much of money and started JioMart.
Yes.
Nowadays it is a digital era, completely a digital era. People will not go and stand in a queue for 1 hour in a medicine shop in a sweltering heat or in cold. They will not go and say. They will simply order medicine through Netmates or Sasta Sundar or MetLife, whatever. It's a change of mindset, Shainik, to tell you, to narrow down your answer. COVID is just you can say, a major event in the world, but it's people's mindset has changed. Digital India. Instead
Right.
of
Actually, to add to Mr. Kaushik, probably you know that the Facebook and Google, they are investing in
Yes.
the GeoMart.
right,
Now, what is the
Yes.
reason? The reason is definitely there is a market they have foreseen in Indian market that is going to be digital, and so that's why they are investing. And probably you know from today, Flipkart have introduced their digital marketplace for all the Kirana store. So all the kirana store, I mean the small shops in our locality, they are also want to be get digital. Amazon have already launched the same facility. That is they can sell through online. That is the market, the new type of market that is called offline to online, right? I mean you are having now offline market, you can get into online. So everybody would be getting, sir have rightly told that the future group, one of the reason that why the future group has been acquired by this Reliance, the reason, one of the reason is this, because the food business in India will be going online, and that is near about 550 USD dollar crore USD dollar market, right? So that is the thing. So it is going to be digital, though, as Shainik, you are right that you may not be utilizing that Paytm. Even that is true for me. Actually, I have only used to use Paytm, but till for the last 5-6 months I'm not using. That's a different thing. I mean, but the majority of the, but I'm trying to use some other medium. I know I can understand the facility of the this thing. I mean, e-commerce and the online payment, I can understand that, but due to some issues I'm some little bit apprehensive. That's okay. So that's the thing. So people are little bit need to be aware. This apprehension needs to be reduced. Definitely, more number of people will be coming to the digital payment system. Actually,
True
I
time.
would like to share some data. Hello.
yes, yes, please.
With due permission from you, Professor Gupta, I'd like to share some data for
Sure,
all of
sure.
us.
Yeah.
Logistics sector nowadays contributes 14% of GDP. As per economic survey, it provides employment to 24 million plus people.
Great. Mhm.
This logistics market will be 243 billion US dollars in next 2 years in India.
Okay.
According to NSDC, National Skill Development Corporation, India needs 31 million strong workforce by 2022 at transportation, logistics, warehouse, packaging sector. Now just imagine the employability position. And these are all hardcore facts, government
Right.
data.
Right. Right. This no, definitely this here there, as the sector would be booming, definitely there would be a huge amount of employment opportunities. That is also, that would be coming, because it is a fact that all the, specifically for the campus recruitment, etc., most of the requirement I am getting these days are mainly from the e-commerce industries. Either it may be a tech company, or it may be a logistics supply chain management company. They are having the maximum requirement now, along with the IT and etc.
Think again one example. Think about Byju's. Online
Right.
education.
True.
An Academy. Online education.
True. Right.
These online classes which schools, universities, that entire academic sector is going through, it will be a new normal.
Right. Right. Fine. Any other questions, students, you are having related to this? So I hope you are getting an understanding
Yes, sir.
about the e-commerce industry right now. So if you have any question, please ask.
Yes, sir. I would like to ask one question.
Please go ahead.
Yeah. So, what is the biggest challenge that delivery team faced during this COVID-19 situation? I mean, in respect to the frontline people, especially, like they are the frontline people are the COVID warriors, like you said.
Yes,
So
yes,
the company, how the company is taking care of those people?
By taking care means we are in touch with each and every delivery bikers, all the operations guys, 24/7, entire day. We have arranged PPE kits for them, apart from masks, sanitizer, and everything. We have arranged special police permission for them so that they don't get harassed by policemen on the road. So we have arranged a mass, this vehicle pass from Calcutta Police, West Bengal Police, by contacting the head officers and get all the necessary arrangements. And we used to get our dispatch centers and other business units sanitized regularly on a regular basis. As you know, the normal follow procedures we followed, like thermal gun and all different things, everything. Plus, we have designed a specific SOP, keeping in mind customer safety. Customization means contactless delivery, contactless payments, since everything we have taken care of.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Any other questions you are having, anyone?
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yes, tell me.
Yes, sir. I'm Ashmita Gon. I want to ask, in interview, we have to face this kind of question. Why do you want this job? Then what's your biggest strength and weakness? So how do we answer this kind of questions?
See, why you want this job? You need to go through the job description first. Are you aware what is job description?
Yes, sir.
So you need to first go through the job description in a detailed way and match. Are you fitting to that role?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And
Yes.
then, as I told earlier, you on that job description, you match yourself, match your skills, your competencies to contribute to the company's top line. For example, if you are applying to uh, any operations role, you need to say that I can maintain that operational SOP and fulfilling customer satisfaction index, which leads to company's uh, bottom line, which is profit. So you need to think your answer in a proper flow chart. No haphazard answers.
Okay, sir.
So
Thank you, sir.
you once you get the job description, you rehearse yourself that this my will be my answer in a proper direction, proper way.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Any other questions you have? Anyone else? So if you don't have any questions right now, so then we can just conclude for the day that whatever we have learned from this discussion, that is from the which would be beneficial for you specifically. That is number one is this e-commerce industry is have a tremendous opportunity as far as the business opportunities are concerned, and that's why this industry is booming. And what is the takeaway for you people is definitely this e-commerce industry would be having lot of hiring need for the next couple of years. So whenever you will be graduating as a management graduate, there would be a lot of opening expected in this industry. So you should be getting ready for it. As Sir have told that there are three major areas of job. That is number one is the operations, number two sales and marketing, and number three is the data science and data analytics in this industry specifically for the MBA. So you can just think of that in which area you would be interested. So prepare yourself accordingly, right? So that's the thing. And along with that, we have also learned that is how this e-commerce industry actually work. One of the metrics we have learned new term that is called cost per shipment. That is one of the metrics that we need to maintain that. Another thing we have learned that if you want to get into the HR domain as a HR professional or the HR manager or the executives, so that actually indicate that is a line function now, because now the designation is not the HR executives or the manager. Now it is HRBP, that is human resource business partner. So you have to be accountable for the business activities as well. So you have to take that responsibility. So you would be that the responsibility would be increased. Of course, you can expect your position or respect in the society, in the organization, that would also be increased along with the responsibility. But you should have the mentality of accepting that that kind of additional responsibility. Another thing Sir have told that there is a lateral movement opportunity. Based on your competency, you can move in other domain. Maybe at the beginning you have get into operations, but you have a great knowledge in data analytics or the data science. So if the company can identify, they can move you into that role. So you don't have to worry that I have done my specialization in business analytics, but at the beginning I have got an operations job or the marketing job. But as I have told that if you can prove your competency, if you can show that you are really good in this data analytics or the data science also, you can move into that domain in future, right? Along with that, Sir have told what is the expectations from a fresher in the industry. That right kind of attitude is very important, and whether you will be able to deliver as per the company expectation is important. So these are the things you need to remember. You need to develop. You are having 2 years of time. So now today we had a discussion related to this industry of e-commerce industry, and as we have understood that e-commerce industry is a very great future as far as the employment is concerned. So if you are eyeing for it, that yes, I want to be get into an e-commerce industry like delivery or the Flipkart or the Big Basket or the Amazon or this kind of company. So we have to prepare how we should prepare ourselves. So definitely in future also, sir will be coming to take some other session. So that if you after 2 months or something like that, so within that period, if you can develop some other questions or the queries, so definitely sir would be there to answer your questions. So thank you so much, Mr. Mondal,
Welcome,
for
welcome, welcome. I
this
also
session
privileged.
of the MBA department of Swami Vivekananda Group of Institutes. So it is really beneficial for all of them, and of course this session we have recorded. So those who have not been able to attend the session today, definitely they would able to that they would have the opportunity to watch this session once more. So that's it. So on behalf of the MBA department and all the students and all the faculty members, I would like to say thank you to you. Actually.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
So thank
Thank
you
you,
so
sir.
much. So
Thank
we'll
you so much.
definitely get in touch
Thank you,
with
sir.
the
Thank you,
session, sir.
sir.
Sure, sure.
Sure, sir.